Good afternoon, children. I'm here again with Ashraf's invention, and today we're going to see whether Ashraf was really successful in making his invention or not. Okay, so now finally you see Ashraf has been able to convince his friends, okay, that he has created an aircraft, and he convinces them to come along with him to see his invention. So what does he need now? So he goes to the living room and he grabs his mom's favorite purple cushions, and he needs some string. And why does he need string? He needs a string to fasten up, okay, to tie it securely for takeoff before the moment when an aircraft is really ready to fly. And he knows where he's going to get those strings from his dad's toolbox. Now the only thing left was to get some refreshment. Refreshment is a light snack or drink. And what were those refreshments? It was mom's chocolate cake, and that would do nicely, but he needed to find two tables to rest them on. He remembered that he had a pair of round hats, the perfect place to put a snack. Now, all he had to do was to get his helmet ready and climb into the cockpit. The cockpit is a compartment for the pilot and sometimes even the crew members. While he waited for his friends to arrive. Now, grabbing his yellow bicycle helmet, Ashraf made his way to the backyard. That is the back of the house. That's the backyard. It took a minute to survey his creation. Okay, now he's looking at the thing which he has invented. His creation in its entire splendor. That is the grand beauty. He thought it so. It was magnificent, beautiful, and it was strong, brown body with large wide wings and solid wheels. He looked around impatiently. That means he could not control, as he wanted his friends to see that. Quickly, wondering where his friends were. He was thinking, okay, where were his friends? Ashraf, where are you? This better be good. I'm missing watching soccer with Dad for this. Segun announced their arrival. Now Segun was also really excited to see his friend's invention. And what did he tell his friends? This time, friend, this time your invention has to be has to be the best. Why? Because to see your invention, I am missing the soccer match. Otherwise, I would be watching with my dad. This is going to make a day. Come on over. I'm at the back, Ashraf replied. He hurriedly climbed into the cockpit, pulling on his helmet. He wanted to make sure he was ready when they get around the back. He checked the wings and the wheels to make sure that everything was perfect for takeoff. It was ready to fly. Hurry! He called it loudly. Just then, Ashraf heard a rumbling sound coming towards him. Rumbling, that's a continuous, deep, resonant sound. Okay? What is going on, Segun? Eugene? He asked in panic. So he did not expect any other people. He just wanted two of his friends. But what do you see? So he's in panic. He's in sudden, uncomfortable fear. Uncontrollable fear. And what does he see? A horde of children, collective noun, okay, a horde of children, and they were that is marching into his backyard. That means all his friends had marched till his backyard to see his invention. There were children everywhere surrounding Ashraf, staring up at him, and he was staring at his friends. They were all talking at once. Eugene and Segun pushed through the crowd to get a better look at the friend. He was perched high. He was sitting high on a mango tree, clasping onto a branch, holding onto it. On two branches were two hats with a slice of chocolate cake on each. So that you can see what was his cockpit, and you can see the tables where he used the two hats to keep it on the branch for his refreshment. Some flying saucer, the children muttered. They were talking about some flying saucer and he's sitting on a tree. It's just a tree. Disappointed, that means they were unhappy. They turned and walked off. Ashraf sat glumly. That means sulky. He became moody. Okay, in his sulky, glummy in his imaginary cockpit. Yes, he was just imagining that he was sitting on an space, okay, in an aircraft, sorry, in an aircraft, okay. But then he just wanted his friends also to be a part of his imagination, and he never expected that his friends would go and call all his friends. Okay, all his friends. You shouldn't have told everyone. Now I can't go back to school. Not ever, he stated dramatically. So now he's feeling awkward that he cannot go to school because his friends went and told everyone that Ashraf has made, has invented an aircraft, and all of his friends had come to see his aircraft. But all of them were disappointed because it was Ashraf's only imaginary aircraft. But it's okay, children. Yes, it is okay for you all to imagine, for you all to dream, and that's how you're going to reach your goal someday. And that's what his friends also tell him. Eugene and Segun scrambled out, that means they hurriedly climbed the tree and sat beside him. Look, Ashraf, I like all your harebrained. Harebrained, that means crazy. Okay, crazy and unlikely to succeed. That means you think things and you imagine things that does not succeed, that will not succeed at this point of time, but yes, one day you might build all these. That's what his friend said. Such a good friend, nice friend, things for real, you can make that. And Segun encouraged him. For now we will help you, but you will need much more than a tree to go to a space. That's what his friends tell him. You two are great, Ashraf said, hugging them. So he was very, very happy that his friends at least appreciated his work, okay, his imagination. We can look up invention in my science book and maybe we can start small. That's how his friends now encouraged him. Yes. Like how to boil an egg using heat from the sun. That means how we can use the solar energy. Eugene supported. Hey, steady on or we will all fall at once off the tree, Eugene warned. And then, Ashraf, you'd have to invent an instant parachute to save us. So he's also little having, fun, humor. So he's saying that if you now don't hold on here, then we are going to fall off. And at this point of time, Ashraf has to give us an instant parachute. Segun laughing as the three friends made their way down. So you see, children, that it is good that you imagine and you have your friend support, and one day you're going to reach your goal, the thing that you have imagined, you have dreamt of. So never stop imagining. Okay, children? Now I want you all to again read the chapter on your own and mark all the difficult words and write it down and write down the spellings in your copies, and I'll get to you all tomorrow again. Back to you all. Thank you, children.